I love this tune. It's a proper tune, that, man. That's a chant. That's a chant. I want all Man City fans to actually learn that in the native language as well and start pinging it out around the Etihad.
Some player in here.
Mate, he is some player. Absolutely some player. Physically, he's a proper specimen. He's quick, deceptively quick. His touch is unreal. And his finishing ability is absolutely frightening. But the thing is, this team's catered for him. This team is built to supply him the bullets to fire. That's what this team is all about. You've got the best assist makers in the game in Kevin De Bruyne and various others that are in those wide positions to get him the ball, to put the ball in the back of the net. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. I know that the numbers look amazing, 20 goals in 14 games and all that.
Do you think he gets told as well? Because I was watching the game and I was thinking, he doesn't really get involved much, does he?
Doesn't need
in the play. That's what I'm saying. Does he get told to just like stay away? We've got enough bodies that can get on the ball in holes and get into space. You just stay in there so that when we've got the right position, you're on.
Yeah.
You know, some of his chances yesterday, you're like, the defender think he's there. Next minute he just spins. He's quicker than what they probably think, and he's gone.
I went to the Manchester derby. And I took my little lad to the game, and after about 35 minutes, he hadn't done it. I don't even think he touched the ball, Haaland. And I said to him, "Hey, Haaland's not done much today." Literally within 5 minutes, he'd scored twice in the derby. He's doing, in my opinion, what he's supposed to be doing. The numbers are not a surprise because the team is set up for him. If anything, let's be really honest, he should actually have more. Last night he missed a couple of sitters, and by his standards.
Yes.
So I know that people are going to go crazy and say he's absolutely smashing it, and he's destroying all these records, and he's going to go on to destroy all these records. I don't know if he is, because I don't know if he's going to be in the Premier League for 10 years.
Chance.
There's
he'll be here for 3-4 years.
I
would
would
go
say
Real
so
Madrid
too.
maybe, or another league. 100%.
I would say so. But listen, let's enjoy him while he's here, because he is an absolute sensational. His finishing ability is something like I've not seen for a long time in the Premier League.
And just as well, like, you can't even beat him in the air. You know, he's so tall, he's going to score headers, left or right foot. He's quicker than what people think. And if he stepped it up another gear, I think he can, and started coming short and getting the ball and turning, you know, you're not stopping him. His size, his power, but he doesn't have to do that. He's probably getting told by De Bruyne, Grealish, Foden, Gundogan, don't come and get involved. Stay away, because we need this space. You know, you're going to bring defenders with you. Stay. When it's on, we're going to find you. You know, he makes some runs that he's not even looking. You know, and he's just making his run. De Bruyne gets it in the first half, outside of the boot, through ball. He just makes the run, and he's like, it's going to come. Imagine playing in a team like that where you know any run you make, they're going to try and find you. You know, he could score 40 goals this season.
Do you think he will?
I wouldn't put it past him. You know, it's 50. Is it 15 games Man City have played? 15 or 16 games they've played, and he scored 20.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we can afford to have like 3 games not scoring. That would be 19 games. And he can then score 19 more games left. He can score 20. He can do it, mate. It's one a game.
20 goals, right? For
one
him.
A game is nothing for him.
He's scored more goals than Chelsea have this season in the Premier League.
Has he? Ouch.
Yeah. Obviously, there's that stat that he's overtaken his dad's Premier League tally. Fully expect that. Obviously, his dad would have been.
His dad was a keeper.
Yeah. We've just been speaking there about longevity, and if he does stay for 10 years, then there's a real chance that he's going to get close to some serious records. I can't see him staying for that period of time, because a Real Madrid or a Barcelona, when they've got a few quid together, they're going to splash it, and they're going to try.
I think it's more him, though. More him.
Of course, wanting to do it in multiple leagues, and 100%. Yeah, I get that. But if he did stay, he would beat Shearer's record, wouldn't he? I think that would be an absolute no-brainer. 260 Premier League goals. Certain. If he's doing 40 a season, he's going to comfortably do that, isn't he?
I think Kane beats that Shearer record, and then I think Haaland would definitely, if he stayed his rest of his career at City. But he looks like the sort of player that would want to go to Real Madrid, then to PSG.
Yeah,
you know, try different leagues. Yeah. I don't think he's one that's going to want to stay. You know, like Zlatan did.
He's got that Ronaldo vibe about him.
Yeah, he
turn
did
up,
just stay,
dominate and clear off.
Exactly, and go. And probably had got the perfect contract that his agent sorted for him at City, that he can do that.
Yeah, he's a special player. But the players around him are also special as well, that are supplying what he is finishing off. In particular, obviously, Kevin De Bruyne, who had a really disappointing World Cup in a disappointing team. But it's like he wanted that out of the way as quickly as possible so he could get back into this particular team. Because I've seen him in 2 matches now, the Liverpool game and this one, and he's been brilliant in both.
You just know what to expect of him. And you know when he broke for the Rodri goal, he come on, drifted onto the left, didn't he? And then he broke with it. And you just know he's going to wait, and then the right pass at the right time. He always does. You know, some players will be running with it and be like, not see Rodri, and carry on running, try and get a crossing. He knows the right time to pass to Rodri. Rodri to Mahrez, shoots, Rodri taps it in. He just knows the right time to give the ball. Yeah, he is.
2 moments ahead. Is he now? And listen, recency bias is one thing that we do all the time when football fans are discussing football, right? But is he now does he get into the starting 11 for the all-time greatest Premier League side?
I think he has to. Got the titles to back it up, Premier League titles. Just his quality. You know, if I'm picking my midfield 3, I'm picking probably Gerrard, Keane. No, Gerrard, sorry, Vieira, and De Bruyne. He's got to be in there. Are you having him?
It's hard, right? Because again, it's recency bias. So you've got to try and detract yourself away from it. And
think of what the other player's done.
You look at Paul Scholes as a creative player. Goal scorer as well from midfield. The way that he played football. I mean, I absolutely love Paul Scholes.
Did anyone ever in midfield have the attributes of De Bruyne? I know Gerrard could, box to box and could run with the ball and he's passing and shooting, but it's what De Bruyne's doing. Like how quick he is when he strides with the ball. He's pinpoint crossing, passing, finishing.
Early Roy Keane was like that. Early Roy Keane. I know he developed into a more of a defensive-minded player, but when Roy Keane joined Manchester United from Nottingham Forest, he was that box-to-box type of player, getting on the end of stuff as well as obviously dominating defensively too. But you're right in what you're saying. Longevity is a big thing as well. And
I'm like you, though. I don't like people forgetting about what other players done in the past.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
People forget of what Gerrard and Lampard were like, how good they were, Vieira, Keane, Scholes.
Yeah.
You know, you can't forget about what they done, but my memory, I remember these players played against them. So I'm still putting Kevin De Bruyne in there. He has to be.
I think for me, De Bruyne style of play is in competition with someone like a Paul Scholes, whereas you've just put Gerrard in there. And I agree with Gerrard because he absolutely ran the Liverpool team for a long, long period of time. Okay, they didn't win the league with him, but they won major trophies. He would be in competition with someone like a Lampard for me, whereas then Vieira, your competition is your Roy Keane style of player. You've other players as well that have obviously done extremely well for City. People like
David Silva.
I was going to say David Silva, yeah. Yaya Toure did extremely well for a shorter period of time. But when you actually analyse from a Manchester City point of view, he is now the best midfielder that they've had in the Premier League era. There's no doubt about that. And it would be very, very difficult for anybody to omit him from an all-time 11, just with the longevity and the numbers that he's generating.
Even if you've got to get him on the left, you're getting him in somewhere.
What are you doing now? You've gone full Sven-Goran Eriksson on me, man.
I don't
You're
care.
shoehorning the dude in.
I'm fitting him in somewhere. Or does Scholes have to be put onto the left? He's getting in there. Kevin De Bruyne, it has to be.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.